get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show.
Welcome back, everybody, to, I've got to say special, because I've said special for every other recording. Very special episode of What If, live from the Peerless AV Showcase 2026 over at Lord's. It's day 2. You can hear that little murmur of activity in the background because we are live on the show floor, and I'm delighted to have twisted the arm of my next guest. I'm going to let her introduce herself, Amanda, because your job title's rather long for me today. It's been a long couple of days.
No worries. Thanks for having me. Yes, so I'm Amanda Greaves. I'm the Client Service and Sales Manager at Electrosonic. I've been now with Electrosonic for 4 years. I'm in my 4th year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Has that flown?
Yes. In a sense of, I feel like I started yesterday.
Okay.
However, it's a bit controversial because I feel like I've been in the industry forever with the amount of people that I've met.
Is that a nice feeling?
Yes.
Good. We need more women. So I'm so glad this is not video, because I keep pushing the desk.
Yeah.
It's on wheels. It really shouldn't be. It should be locked down.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell us a bit about your journey into the industry, into Electrosonic, and what that's been like for you.
Okay, so predominantly my career has always been in customer service. I started off in Argos. I worked my way up through the ranks there. We got taken over by Sainsbury's, became Argos Sainsbury's, or rather Sainsbury's Argos. Yeah. And that's where my management skills and leadership skills progressed. From there, I was part of a leadership group. We created the BAME network at Sainsbury's Argos, and I started to see opportunities away from the retail shop floor.
Nice, okay.
And unfortunately, my journey finished there probably around about, I want to say 7 years ago. Not due to the fact because I didn't like it, but I felt like I needed a new challenge.
Okay.
Then obviously I started to do a bit more in client service management roles. And then obviously COVID happened. Then after COVID, I was like, okay, I need to get myself into a real job. So I went back out looking for new client service roles. I came across a job description in Indeed, and it stated as a client service relationship manager or some sort. I was like, oh, okay, a company called Electrosonic. I was like, I don't know what that is, Electrosonic is, and I don't know what they do, but I feel like I can do it.
Yeah.
And I did a panel interview, and I had who's my director, Teresa, was on the panel, and she was just like, yeah, this is for an AV role. Do you know what AV is? I was like, no, but I'm sure I can learn. I'm sure I can learn.
I love that.
And so I started off as, they gave me a role of a program manager.
Okay.
And so I looked after the on-site teams on client sites. I actually still do that. But now I've merged slightly over into sales.
Okay.
Well, where I'm out and about reconnecting with a lot of partners and clients that we probably kind of lost over the years just due to the fact that we haven't been as visible within the service side. So I'm just trying to rebuild those relationships, get back out there and build back up our service portfolio.
You touched on something there that is quite well documented about the importance of when an advert goes out, whether it's Indeed or any other platform, or, in the old days it used to be job adverts in newspapers, but who reads a newspaper these days?
I still
do. The importance of the language that's used in a job description, particularly in our industry, it's something that's been criticised over the years. I don't think that it's something that is unique to the AV industry in terms of getting it wrong. But obviously, Electrosonic must have got something right with that job description to make you apply, because the stats say that actually and I can't remember the percentage now, but it's high. It's somewhere in the 70-80% mark that women will look at a job description and think, oh, well, I can't do that and I can't do that, so I'm not going to apply. Men will look at it and, they can only do the reverse of it, right? So say, for example, as a female, they look at a job description and think there's 20% of this that I can't do. I'm not going to apply. If I can't do 100, men will go, well, I can do that and do that and do that. I'm going to give it a go, even if it's only 60 or 70% of the job description that they meet the criteria. So what was it? I know it was a few years ago now.
Yeah.
What was it that made you actually think, do you know what, I'm going to have a go?
I think it was the transferable skills within the customer service. The main part of the role was managing the large teams, which I had experience with doing within retail. And also the fact of it's just building relationships. I love talking. I like building quick rapport, but I also like having long-lasting relationships.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's something that I'm very good at. I think at the time, normally, you are correct. Women will look at a job description. We cannot do that, so we're not going to apply because we cannot do it all.
Yeah.
However, I saw a small percentage of thinking, do you know what? I have the skill set. I just don't know the industry.
Yeah.
So I was like, what have I got to lose at that point? I was thinking it was coming out of lockdown. What have I got to lose? I need to find a job. Yeah. I have to put myself out there. I had to let go of, I had the confidence and I didn't have the self-belief, but I had to let go of the self-belief and just dive in with the confidence.
Love that.
Yeah.
And the learning bit, how has that been for you? How has, because we're not doing brain surgery, right? We're not changing the world particularly. Well, actually, in some parts of AV, we are changing the world and we are making life easier in a lot of places, actually. I don't undermine any of the things that my community contribute to the world, because we do some real groundbreaking stuff in some places. But what bits were easy to access? What could have been easier in terms of what would have made your life easier going back 4 years to access that information and understand the industry? Because so many people tell me we can be a bit of a closed shop.
I think the training, so for instance, Avixos Essentials. Yeah. I think anybody that's coming new into the industry, just get on them. I think I'm probably 4 years down the line, and now I'm actually starting to do my Avixos Essentials, which I think would have possibly helped me a lot if I started that in the beginning, to understand. But I'm quite fortunate where I'm surrounded by a lot of experts.
Right.
So I rely a lot on the experts. But going back to your question, I think not making it compulsory, but just having a bit more information just to say, okay, you are going into the AV industry. These are the to-dos or starting points, basically, like a starting point. Because I think Avixos is probably the only course that's probably certified. I'm not too sure.
There's a couple of others, but it's, as our industry association, they do a lot of work on education. Yeah. The team works really hard to maintain those certifications. But they also have a lot of materials and resources available online. I just don't think we shout about it enough.
No,
and we
I
don't
agree.
share it enough. And I think it's about being intentional about it, I think, maybe, as and this is for anyone who's in a management position or in a position to influence in their organisation. Sometimes we get so busy with our day-to-day, what we've got to do, whether that's getting the next sale or delivering the next project, whatever it is, that we don't stop to think when we get new people in what we need to have in place for them. Yeah. And actually there's a lot of resource out there, and the Avix Exchange, for example, is a fantastic resource for all sorts of things. I also want to talk to you about community. How do you feel 4 years in? Do you feel this is your community? Because I only ever see you at industry events, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, And I don't know how accessible that feels to someone who's new.
For me, I kind of feel like I forced my way into the community.
But sometimes you have to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough that Electrosonic allowed me and exposed me to a lot of events that's happening
Yeah.
within the industry. I was happy to go along and learn. There is definitely, I would say, people within the AV community that is very welcoming
Yeah.
and makes you feel a part of something. But I think it's initially starting, you have to kind of put yourself out there
Yeah.
to get into that community, because there's no one saying, oh, hi, yes, welcome into the community,
Yeah.
because who knows who's starting a new role and so forth.
Yeah. And also everyone's busy, right? Again,
Exactly.
it's not on purpose, but I
Yeah.
think it's just everyone is just bogged down and thinks someone else is doing it.
Exactly, this is what it is. But you have to first, if you're somebody new coming into the industry, I say that you have to put yourself out there.
What was your first event?
My first event was I believe the AV user group.
Okay.
Yeah, AV user group, and I think it was it was one of the women's international days or something. Yeah.
So shout out to Owen Ellis. Owen and Andrew do an amazing job
Yes,
with
they do.
the user group. And if you don't know and don't follow, like, where have you been?
Yeah.
It's been around forever. But what we have done, so in my role as co-lead of the Women's Council with Avixa, both I and Tanya Houston, my co-lead, have really wanted to and our whole committee have really wanted to create more opportunities to blend in with existing events,
Yeah.
because and I'm speaking for myself here, I think sometimes when you create something that is so siloed and so separate, and so if we ran something that was an Avixa Women's Council event, which we do,
Yeah.
we don't want it to become something that is
Just for the VIXA women.
Right.
Yeah.
And Owen was really, really generous, and for the last couple of years, actually, we didn't do it this year, but the last couple of years, when he's had the user group meet up in March, we've tagged on to that, and he's invited and encouraged his users actually to bring along women, to mix, to mingle, to have those conversations. And it's not that we are making a big song and dance about it. We want it to become a natural thing.
Yeah.
And I think that, to me, that is the most natural way to grow our community and to make women feel part of what is still a very male-dominated industry.
Agreed.
We can't shy away from that. There's you know, that's not pointing the fingers at anybody. That's not saying, you know, that anything. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that, you know, and I saw you at last week's one as well, but was it last week or was it the week before?
Yeah. The last one.
The last one. But for that to become a natural, that's progression. For that to become a natural occurrence is what we want it to be organic. We don't want it to be a forced thing. But actually it was chicken and egg. So when we first started doing these things, it had to be a bit of a fixed thing. And then I'd have people in the industry, males in the industry, saying, well, can I come to that? Because that's a women's event. And I'm like, yes, please do come.
Yeah.
We need the allyship. We need those allies. So I think what you're alluding to there is a strong culture of allyship from your employer.
Yes.
To allow you to actually attend the user group in the first place, right?
This is it. But also it has the employer also has to know about these events.
Yes.
So I think it is very important for, yes, we work for the AV team, but
And
you have
value
to
it.
value it, but also the buy-in has to also come from the business.
Yeah.
They have to be part of that community, that
Exactly.
wider community.
Yeah.
And for me, like another aspect of the community that I'm part of is the Rise AV.
Yes.
So I'm a mentee
Nice.
for this program.
Who's your mentor?
My mentor is Stephen Patterson.
Oh, you lucky person. Stephen's a legend.
But I'm really looking forward to it. I am nervous at the same time because I don't know what to expect out of this program.
Yeah.
However, what I am looking forward to is learning.
Yes.
And I think for me that is what I want to gain out of this, not just from my mentor, but from my peers as well.
Yes.
Just to see where they are
Yep.
in their journeys,
Yep.
what's helped them,
Yep.
what they've learnt from. And what I really do like about the Rise AV with my group, it seems that everything seems quite organic and everybody's quite intentional in
Love
a
that.
sense where they're here for something and they want to buy into it. They want to be part of something. It's just not a tick box. Yeah.
And huge shout out to Sadie and to Rachel. It's a phenomenal, it's a huge job actually. There's a lot that goes on in the background to make these kind of programs happen. And to everybody who's involved in that, in the sponsorship and everything, to get that collective, you've got to build that community, and really it's that drive that Sadie and Rachel have really put into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, hats off to that, and I'm so glad you're on that program. Just to finish up, because we've got to get back on the show floor and get on with what we're here for at the Peerless show. What stood out for you for this show? Obviously, you had the Rise kickoff yesterday as well.
Yes. I think for me, what's been different this year compared to how it's been previous years for me, just because now I'm part of a community.
Yes.
So I think what stood out to me is that I felt like a belonging. I was welcomed in.
Aww.
I had competitors like, oh, hi Amanda. How are you?
Nice.
How's everything going with you and your role and so forth?
Yeah.
So for me, I think that was a big standoff. Obviously, there's amazing stands out here today, amazing work that's happening. But for me, the biggest thing had to be being felt a part of something rather just being in attendance.
Yep.
So for me, I think that's been the difference this year, and that's what stood out for me. I know it sounds a bit selfish, but
It's a valid reason why people come to these in-person events, right? It's important. It's that connection that you get by having an adult conversation. I mean, just the fact that you're sitting here recording with me.
Yep.
If you hadn't been here, this wouldn't have happened, right? So it all contributes, and it's and who knows who might be listening to you say, do you know what? I just jumped in.
Yep.
That might appeal to someone.
I'm joking.
But you know what? You've been doing it. I can see that you've been doing it for the last 4 years anyway. You've been pushing yourself. You've been putting yourself out of your comfort zone. And this is another thing that you can say, do you know what? I did that and it wasn't too bad.
It's fine. Thank you for being so accommodating. It felt natural.
And that's what it should be, right? And it's the amount of business that happens. And I mean, I know personally, I made a couple of connections last night that I know are going to help me in my day job.
Yeah.
That it's those little nuggets that really are powerful when it comes to in-person events. So yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for taking time off the show floor to speak with me.
Thank you so much for having me.
And good luck with your mentor. He's fantastic. You're very, very lucky to have Steve. He's amazing, absolutely amazing person.
I'm
So
looking forward to it.
good luck with all of that. 6 months?
Yes.
Yeah, great. And where can people connect with you?
On LinkedIn, Amanda Greaves. So please feel free to reach out to me. I'm always looking to make new friends within the community, learn from the community, and also if anybody's done any kind of training,
Yeah.
please do feel free to share it with me because I am on my learning journey.
Nice. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I look forward to the next time I catch up with you and you've done your mentorship, and we'll do this again.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you everybody for listening. As usual, please do like, follow, subscribe, share, comment below if you want to get in touch with Amanda, if you are one of the mentees, whatever it is, if you want to get involved in the conversation, get in touch. See you next time.
I'll never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show